So today I'm supposed to be out on the bikes again, but this happened, little inconvenience, a fractured wrist, bit of a pain in my knee, but knee braces did the job at the last race, and yeah, it went pretty shit. I felt pretty good on the bike. I was just unlucky. Well, unlucky, it's my fault. I haven't seen something I should have seen from miles, and I hit it way too much and pretty much whiskey throttle the bike into a tree. And yeah, it went lucky anyway. It could have been much worse, but that's racing, happens. Anyways, because I can't ride for a couple of weeks at least, additional couple of weeks, it's time to work on the cars. And so yeah, taking the stuff out the front because you have to make a space for the intercooler. This is the one we have. I wish we had another GTR style one like the one Steve has in front of his car, because that thing is gigantic. I think it's 6 inches or something like that. This is just a normal 3-inch in and out. The most popular on eBay, the cheapest one, 300 by 600. You know, the most commonly used kind of universal intercooler. Now you can have these in different versions, but you know, sometimes you have them painted Mishimoto at the extra 400% price, but it's exactly the same product, just not black. So tidy up, blah blah, and I need to get space there because the boost pipes are gonna go along the tunnel, so I have to make space for, I don't know how it's gonna work with the handbrake cables, and the shifter obviously not gonna be there because it's DSG, that's good. I'm probably gonna put some kind of like a sequential shifter lever. I wanna play with something like this, again fully electronic, so that's not a problem, but yeah, I want to make space there and work out where the pipes are going to go. However, before I do it, because today is the last time I can actually start this engine to hit it for a moment, I'll explain why. Let me just do it. Let me just put the fuel pump on. If the battery isn't dead overnight, because it's not really a fresh battery, this thing should start. Doesn't mean much. Let's see. Because it starts with the temporary exhaust, very temporary. Oh, the sound of this, I really like it. Is it coming off? Probably. This is ridiculous. Honestly, the sound on this thing. I know the VR6 is awesome, and yeah, this is the daddy, but the VR5, if you don't want to exceed about 700 brakes, I think is a really good choice. Let me give it some throttle. Wow. Fucking wrist. Bollocks. Anyways, I'm pretty sure there's no camera, there's no microphone that can actually register this exactly how good this sounds. So the reason why I'm saying this is the last time I can actually start it before finishing the job is because we have the standard plenum there. To the standard plenum, obviously, we got the throttle body, and we have the MAF sensor, and they rely on the MAF sensor quite a lot. But primarily because of the throttle body, and I have to remove it because obviously this being turbo, the standard plastic plenum isn't good. Also, I don't like the fact that it's just on top of the exhaust manifolds, so not really great position. So we're supposed to get some fabricate some nice plenums, and then Steve found this nice aluminium plenum, and I opened up, we studied a little, and we found out that it actually could be modified fairly nicely, and actually looks like it would flow decent. So there you go. The problem is, as usual, because I'm doing my stuff and it's Saturday, my TIG welder gave up again. I'm not sure if it's TIG welder or just a pedal again. I have to check it. But yeah, I'm doing the welds, this temporary welds with my other TIG, which is not suitable for aluminium. Hoping I can fix the other one, I can do it. But yeah, once I put this on the engine, I don't have the throttle body flange yet. They didn't arrive, so I can put it on. I can't weld it up without fixing the welder. It means I can't put the throttle body. It means I cannot actually start it because I have no control of the air going inside. So that's it. But once it's there, the throttle body roughly is gonna be here, and then from here 2 pipes obviously going here inside the tunnel, and the other one is gonna come from the turbo, obviously, from here. It will keep everything clean, nothing on top here where we're supposed to have the charge cooler. I'll show you as a reference. You can see the VR6. The VR6 is exactly the same setup because these engines, where they're longer, they are actually longer that way. That cylinder is missing on my 5. All this part is exactly identical, besides the fact that this is manual and mine is DSG, but all the rest remains the same. So the set of the engine, the position of the head, and obviously your timing and everything is there. Now, if you put the charge cooler, which is again a great idea, very quick, very fast, short wave between the turbo, charge cooler, and straight to the plenum, blah blah, and you make it quicker and it's universal and it's very easy with the mounts that we sell. However, because again that is more of a development car, mine, just not just for pleasure. As we've done the VR6 manual, mine went VR5 DSG because we need to study DSG and how to control it, blah blah, especially in MR2, and then be able to advise to customers. But the charge cooler or the intercooler decision was exactly in the same field, because we've done it, we tested all the engines, the 1.8s, Steve tested with over 500 brakes, and it works very good, like literally really good. Temps are very low. It works in this. Obviously it will work with the VR5 because again, plenty of space, and it feels exactly the same. I want to try something different, which is the front intercooler. Now the front intercooler has been tested by Steve because he's got a huge one on the 1.8, and people were saying, yeah, but there's going to be massive lag. It's half a mile between the turbo and between the turbo pipes and the intercooler pipes go down and the plenum. So yeah, it's going to be very slowly responsive, lag and all that stuff. But then you watch Steve's video, there's no lag on that car. It's always reactive and it sounds awesome. So there's a science behind it, but I'll let him explain it when he's ready, because we find out a couple of interesting things about turbo system actually being built this way. On my side here, exhaust manifold is done because we use the standard ones, and this is, yes, 5-cylinder twin scroll. There you go. Discussions now. Anyways, I have to put the wastegates on. I have the wastegates. I have all the stuff to do the proper exhaust. You see, it's not welded. This is why it's spitting all this, unburned fuel and shit. And obviously that's temporary. I have to remove that oil leak. But besides that, yeah, I got pretty much everything. The only thing I have to wait for is still my DSG controller, which is a standalone controller. For now, we're gonna map the car on the standard ECU on the map sensor, because I am very curious to see how far we can go with the standard ECU safely. I know people have done it, people still do it, and some are happy with the results. But again, knowing stuff from the internet is one thing, but knowing the stuff because you have experience is different. So what we're doing here is building experience on the stuff. We don't actually yet know exactly how the stuff works. So the DSG and standard ECU on the VR engines, because 1.8 when you have, we've done so much on them. There's a lot of knowledge. We don't have to, but here, yeah. So this needs to go. Like I say already, I'm gonna ask Steve to put it for sale properly, because so far we were just talking about it, but never actually put it for sale properly. And yeah, crack on this. Now, this is supposed to be Steve's engine, because he wants to run a smaller turbo, very reactive, like, yeah, pretty much like a rally cross cars, you know, when the power is always available, always there, always there. Very simple setup. Probably gonna be looking exactly the same, because we bought another plenum one of these. I'm gonna build it pretty much identical, and then obviously that's his exhaust manifold with the turbo right there. That's actually the stuff that stays on the engine. Actually, the whole engine stays. All he needs now is electrics and another chassis to build another car. Last 3 wiring looms. These are, I promise you, these are the last ones. Do not ask me to do it again. I know I said about 10 wiring looms before. Now Steve knows as well. I'm not gonna do it now. Next week I'm finishing my prototype, which the prototype is the one that runs this car, and the prototype runs for both 1.8 VR5 and VR6 engines. I just need to add few wires, few outputs, and then it's gonna be ready for production. So you don't have to sell me wiring looms anymore. You just have this adapter, so it just connects whatever Volkswagen engine you have there, VR6, VR5 or 1.8 to your Toyota system, and it functions like a factory. When that's gonna happen? Not long, but don't rush me. It's gonna be a few weeks, because yeah, it's gonna take some time. I think realistically about a month. We also have all the bits that are finishing, in the process of being finished, because so far there is a struggle, because inconvenience like this or any other, and we have lots of delays, always delays on top of delays. Once I'm thinking everything is going smooth, a supplier doesn't send something or send something wrong, and then we take the blame, and I hate it. I really hate it. I don't like to say people sorry it's not ready when I promised it should be ready. But we're doing a lot of big steps towards sorting that situation, and very soon it's gonna be very minimum waiting time. Stuff is gonna be mostly on the shelves, and if not, we're gonna know when this stuff is gonna be back in time and give you the exact date when you're gonna receive your stuff. But 99% of the stuff is gonna be on the shelf very soon. I'm really working hard. We're both working hard to actually achieve that. There you go. Anyways, I think that's enough. So yeah, VR5 these days, VR5 hours of work, and at some point I'll probably have to remove the TDI badge. At some point, not today. All right, let's do some choppy and fit some pipes in there.